Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. I hope you're doing well today, and thank you so much for clicking on today's Pick a Card reading. So in this video, we're going to be looking at what is honestly going on in this connection right now. Okay, so what is the truth about your connection with the person on your mind? All you need to do to find out is choose one of the three images on your screen, whichever one your intuition draws you to the most. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below, where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, or to check out any of the other services I provide, the link is below. Okay, so let's get into your reading now. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Hi Group 1. So let's take a look about what is honestly going on in this connection right now. Okay, what is honestly going on in your connection? So what I'll do is I'll look at a general overview of your connection, and then I will look into and separate your two energies and look at how you're feeling about the connection, how they're feeling, and what's really going on. Okay, so what's honestly going on in this connection right now? Okay, so we have Libra, the fourth house, Virgo, and then transits. Okay, so let me just see where I can pop these cards a second. One sec, my beautiful people. Okay. So, what's going on in this connection? Okay, so signs we've got Libra, we've got Virgo, Cancer. This is giving me Sagittarius energy as well, and Gemini. Now, this could be a long distance connection. It could be that there is separation, you live far apart, or one of you travels, could be. But then both of these energies are giving me homely vibes. Okay, so you may have spent some time at home together recently, or maybe this is the basis of your connection, that you've spent a lot of time at home, or maybe you've spent a lot of time online talking to each other, because obviously you may spend time at home whilst you're online communicating with them. So yeah, you may be texting a lot. Maybe this is predominantly where you text or have phone calls is at home, or like I said, maybe you spend a lot of time at each other's homes, or planning to see each other at each other's homes, even if there is a distance between you at this time. But it feels like things are quite balanced here at the moment between you. So yeah, there's a sense of equality that's coming through. Now, for some of you, it may be that they're in another relationship, or you could be in another relationship. So it could be third party. Obviously, just disregard that if it doesn't resonate for you. But regardless, it does feel like there's a need to take this connection to the next level, and maybe to take it to a relationship level. So it may be that this is where the connection is truly headed at this time. I do get the sense that there's a lot of overthinking going on here too. I feel like you both are actually overthinking this connection a lot. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, but I do feel like there's a lot of mental energy coming through. Again, a lot of communication, or a lot of thoughts about communication between the two of you. Okay. What's actually going on? What's honestly going on in this connection? Okay, we have the crown chakra. So I do feel that this is quite a spiritual connection. So you both may feel that there is this spiritual pull towards one another, something you may not even be able to put your fingers on at this moment. But wow, look, Magician and the Mirror. Yeah, this is definitely a very magical connection that you share with one another. Again, it does feel like it's quite equal in the sense of like you both wanting to give to this, you both wanting to see some level of progress within this connection. And I do feel like there is a lot of love here. There's a lot of care, there's a lot of feelings. Now, one of you here, it could be the Divine Feminine, if you're the one watching this, or it could be them. But someone here has pulled back their emotions, okay, is maybe a bit stoic or quite cold in a sense, but this may be as well how things are balanced. So if your person, for example, has been quite themselves stoic or held back or avoidant emotionally, you may have also followed suit, and you may be in that quite passive emotional place. But again, reverse the energy if it makes more sense. But it does feel like in that respect, there seems to be more equality in that way. And I feel like there is a lot of understanding in this connection. I feel like you both really empathize with each other, even though you may not be together, or you may not always feel like you're on the same page in certain ways. Even though I do feel like you really get on, you are super compatible with one another. But yeah, it just feels like there's like this nice ebb and flow. So this could also be like mirroring in terms of communication. So say you may leave it an hour or two between texting, and then your person leaves it an hour or two between texting. Okay, or say you call them, then they'll call you. Okay, it does feel like there is definitely mirroring going on between you. But I certainly feel like there is this spiritual pull towards one another. And you may even feel like it is divinely guided from above, okay? That you may feel like you're both being pushed together in some way. And in some form, it does feel like it's quite effortless. It just feels like there's this nice flow, and that there is a level of progression, transits within your connection. You may even be talking about taking a trip with one another. But now let's separate the energies just to get a bit more detail here and see, how is your person feeling about the connection at this time? How is your person, the person on your mind, feeling about the connection at this time? Oh, wow, look at that loyal heart. Wow, okay, so yeah, your person feels incredibly loyal towards you, and they feel like you feel the same way, and that you both really have eyes for each other. This does seem like there's a lot of strong dedication to this connection on your person's side. Okay, then we've got 2, the Sea. So I do feel like they also want to go with the flow. You know how I was saying a moment ago about this lovely ebb and flow. So I do feel like your person is enjoying that and is seeing that things are just moving forwards quite nicely here. Okay, now on your side, we've got chaos and conflict. How are you feeling about them? And then we've got breathe. I only read this deck in the upright position, by the way, if you see me flip the cards. There's only a couple of my oracle decks I do read reversals, such as this blue one here, the Energy Oracle. Now, you may be feeling a little bit stressed out at times. We've got some number synchronicities here as well, 55, 33, so you may be seeing these, excuse me, you may be seeing these in synchronicity at the moment. But yeah, so there may have been some kind of an argument which has led to then quiet in the connection. There seems to be some peace. So yeah, it may be that things got quite heated. It doesn't have to be an argument, but being conflicted about something means you've got 2 opposing sides of yourself, that one part of yourself wants one thing, the other part of yourself wants something totally opposite. So this creates that push-pull. So it may be that there's a part of this connection you really want to work out, you're really keen on this, but then there's another part of you that doesn't feel like it's right in some way. So obviously that is left up to you, exactly what it is you think that there is this push-pull. But then there's also calm. I just heard calm after the storm. So yeah, it may be that there is a little bit of quiet. Maybe you're both taking some time to reflect on the situation, to reflect on what it is that you both really want from this moving forwards. And I feel like you both actually want the same thing in terms of peace, in terms of harmony together. I do feel like that is the case here. Now, you may also feel like your person's loyalties lie elsewhere. Okay, you may feel like they're more loyal to somebody else, okay, for those of you in a third-party situation. Whereas for those of you that aren't and know your person is single, yeah, I do feel like maybe you are wanting to progress the relationship further or more quickly, but maybe there's also a part of you that feels like you need to hold back. But this could also be that maybe there's more than one person on your side, or you may see certain qualities within them that you like, that you admire and respect, but then other qualities that you don't get along with. And so you may be struggling to streamline these energies and to feel like you're both moving forwards at the same pace, even though, like I said, I do see a lot of mirroring going on here. I do feel like you're both quite adaptable, okay? Like you're both able to maneuver things. You're both able to compromise, both able to sacrifice for this connection. But you may feel like you've done a little bit more for this. Maybe you feel like you've sacrificed more or you've given more to this than your person. Okay, let's get some tarot on this now. If this is resonating, by the way, please comment a white emoji, any of your choice. Or of course, feel free to share more. Or liking the video just shows your energetic support. So thank you in advance for doing so if you do enjoy the reading so far. So how is your person currently feeling about you? How is your person currently feeling about you? And it's weird. Okay, we just had the number 7. I was really drawn to this number 7 here. So it may be that you met on the 7th of the month. It may be someone's birthday is on the 7th. Could be a time frame as well, something that's occurred within 7 days, 7 hours, 7 weeks. But here it's like your person wants to fight for this connection. They want to stand up for this connection in some way. They want to stand up for you. They may even want to defend you over something if anybody else has been bringing you down or saying negative things. But then we've got the High Priestess here, which is about secrecy. So they may want to keep the relationship secret for now. Again, especially if there is a third party connected here, that may be the reason why. But without that, it may be that they see keeping it private as a form of protection, protecting from the evil eye, protecting from other people's jealousy. So if you're wondering, if you know this person is single and you're wondering why they want to keep things private, then this is the reason why. It's because they are trying to protect it from other people's opinions. Okay, then we've got the Hermit. So more Virgo energy coming through here. So I'll read that in a moment. I just want to pull your energy as well. How are you feeling about the connection? Okay, Ace of Cups, we've got the Hierophant, and we've got the Knight of Wands. Okay. So yeah, it definitely feels like you feel things are a bit less stable than maybe your person does. Okay, they do seem to be quite quiet, quite introverted. They may have iced you out. They may even be quite hot and cold with you at times, Group 1, which I appreciate must be very frustrating and quite painful, which is what that chaos and conflict may be about. Because here with this Knight of Wands in reverse, this person, I feel like you're seeing them as quite selfish, that they're quite erratic, that they're doing things based off of their ego or in terms of pleasing themselves. They're not trying to do things to please you within the connection so much. So it definitely feels like this person, in your perspective, is quite self-absorbed at this moment and non-committal here. I feel like there's a part of you, a strong part of you, that wants to commit to this, but then you're worried that this person, your person, isn't on the same page, or that they're not willing or able to give as much to this as you are. And so I feel like this is you actually holding back your emotions, okay? Maybe this is you now filling up your own cup, focusing on self-love, self-acceptance, self-transformation, because you feel like you're just not really getting anywhere with them. Even though there's such a strong compatibility I sense between the two of you, I do feel it's at the moment quite hard for you to both move forwards with this connection. It does feel like there's somewhat of a block here, okay? So I appreciate this might be quite painful for you at this time, Group 1. Now with the Hierophant here, again, this could be that you're wondering whether you could really commit to them or whether this person can truly commit to you. But it may also be that you want this to be some kind of unconventional connection. Now, unconventional can be many things. It could be a same-sex connection. It could be a long-distance connection. There could be a large age difference between you. You could have very different worldviews, very different perspectives, or very different goals that you want to achieve. So there's something here that feels like there is this part of you that wants the commitment, but you're just not sure. So yeah, again, there's like these opposing forces here that are coming through. And I feel like your person and you both ultimately want the same things in terms of peace and balance within your connection. But it does seem to be that there's a little bit of a misfiring going on here. Let's just get some more cards. Your person's thoughts and feelings about this connection. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Cups, the Chariot. So I do feel that they feel like they're getting over something. they're getting over something very painful, something that caused them a lot of stress, a lot of hurt, maybe even heartbreak. So this may be a connection that ended previously to yours, okay? That could be causing them some stress and upheaval. But there is this part of them that does want to move the connection forwards, I feel, okay? They may even want to drive to come and see you if there is a distance. Because again, we've got strong Cancerian energy coming through here, okay? A couple of times with the home. So yeah, I do feel your person wants to see you at home, maybe wants to spend some time intimately with you behind closed doors. And I do feel like there's something about them, they do want to progress the relationship, but I do feel like they are having their own personal issues or battles over this as well, the same as you, because I feel like on your side, you don't want to give up on this connection, you're still holding on. But at the same time, I feel like you're wondering whether this person can truly tick all of the boxes, okay? I feel like they tick some of the boxes, some of the very important boxes, but I feel like in terms of the relationship having legs to stand on, having a firm foundation, I feel like this is maybe where you struggle, okay? To see whether this actually has longevity in the connection. So I'm just going to get your person's thoughts on this for you. What are your person's thoughts about you? What are your person's thoughts? You speak to me through music, okay? So yeah, whenever they hear certain songs, music, they are thinking about you. And I do feel like they get quite emotional about this too. They may even be sending you songs, or you could share a Spotify playlist. Okay, but it may just be certain songs that come on, maybe ones that you've heard together, or there are just certain lyrics that really remind them of you. Okay, then we've got, I feel you leaving me behind. So they feel like you may be moving on, you may be ditching them, you may be actually over them or getting over them. Okay, because they do feel like you are moving forwards in your life with or without them. And then we've got I love you unconditionally. So, which is lovely to see, okay, because yeah, I do feel this person truly loves you. We've got a lot of love that's come through here from the beginning, okay? Your person definitely does care about you, and unconditional love is like loving you through thick and thin. So regardless of the issues that you two have faced together or apart, I do feel like they do very much still love you, and they have a soft spot for you, group 1. Okay, so what are your thoughts and feelings for them? I left when I saw you with someone. So yeah, maybe you saw them with another person and this caused you some pain. This could also be you saw, maybe they followed somebody new on social media, or you're seeing that they're liking their posts or something. But this might just also be your assumptions, okay? So then we've got, I crossed the line with you. I know I crossed the line with you. So, and then I wish I had treated you better. So you might also be having some regrets. Maybe there are some things you wish you didn't say, or maybe you feel like there's more that you could have done to show this person how you really feel. Okay, so you may feel again with that conflict energy that, yeah, you may have said something that upset them, or in some way you crossed the line, okay, with them. Okay. And just some final cards now, just to get another overview of what's honestly going on in your connection. Okay, so what is honestly going on in your connection right now, group 1? Okay, so we've got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, which makes sense as well, actually, with all that 4th house energy, which does connect to family. So it may be that you or your person have family issues that you're having to deal with right now that are coming above or in front of this connection. But it may also be that you're able to help heal family issues with each other. And then we've got give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So yeah, I do feel like this is mutual. You both still want to work on this. Neither of you are actually willing to give this up, even though, say, your person may be quite quiet, maybe private, may even be a little bit hot and cold, may be selfish. But at the same time, I do feel they genuinely want to try. And I do feel their intentions are pure at this time. Okay, but obviously someone's intentions can be different to what their actions are. Okay, but I do feel like this is both of you truly wanting to work on this partnership together. And then we've got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious and spiritual beliefs and upbringings, okay? So this may be that your beliefs in religion or spirituality differ from one another. That could be something that sort of pulls you apart. You could have these opposing beliefs and ideas, okay? But it could be, again, the fact that this is so spiritual, okay? So it's influencing, the spirituality of this is really influencing the connection on both sides. So I do actually feel like both of you are seeing these different number synchronicities, maybe the same number synchronicities. I really feel like your person may be seeing a lot of 7s, you may be seeing a lot of 5s and 3s, but these could also be crossing over in some way. And then we've got, wow, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So yes, you both may see this as a soulmate connection or a soul connection. You both definitely feel the same way. So if you're wondering whether this is a mutual thing, whether you both feel exactly the same, you definitely do. Okay, you both feel very strongly about each other. You both feel like you're meant to be in some way. Okay, which is really beautiful. Okay, like there's a lot of care. Okay, and like I said, there's a lot of love in this connection, which is really beautiful to see. I mean, I have no idea what the other piles are going to bring, but this one certainly, I would say, is quite positive, okay, as a whole for what's really going on. But obviously there must be a level of confusion, or maybe you're just needing some reassurance about this connection, even if it may be going well. But I do feel it is something that's very mutual. It is something that you both innately feel deeply within your souls, that this is your person, okay? You both feel like, you are my person. I don't want anybody else. I just want you. Again, I feel like you're both quite loyal to each other in that way. You both want the same things. You both ultimately really want each other, okay? And I feel like you're both really struggling to be without each other. So if you are in some form of separation, I feel like it's causing pain equally on both sides, but you truly are drawn to each other like magnets. Okay, so this is what I see for you, group 1. I truly do hope it resonates with you. Please comment below if it does, and don't forget to follow if you haven't, or subscribe rather if you haven't already. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, or to check out any of the other services I provide, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, group 2. So let's take a look at what is honestly going on in this connection. Okay, so I'm going to have an overview first of the two of your energies combined, and then I will separate the energies and look at both of you individually, okay? So what is honestly going on in this connection with the person on your mind? What is honestly going on? What is honestly going on? Okay, so we have Chiron, heal. Pluto, rebirth. 10th house, authority. And then Ceres, nurture. Okay, the signs we've got coming through here are Scorpio and Capricorn. But I'm also getting some Cancerian energy here with this nurture card, maybe a bit of Pisces as well. So I do feel your relationship, your connection is going through a great transformation right now. Things may have come to an end, okay, or there is a lot of deep transformative work happening, okay, that's creating a lot of healing within the connection. Now, you may have met through work, okay, whether this is your work, whether it's their work, whether you actually work together. Yeah, something about career seems to be quite important coming through here. So it may also be that career is something that's blocking this. Like if you feel like you're needing to focus more on your career than this connection, or if they feel they're having to focus more on their career than this connection right now. I do feel like, yeah, there's a need for control here with Pluto, which represents power and control issues. So yeah, there may have been some strong power dynamics between you. May both be very strong characters. You may both be very powerful, okay? And you both may be leaders. You both may be quite in charge. I'm getting that equal sense. Like this would be like a, what do you call it? Like a power couple. power couple type of relationship where you're both very much in charge, both very strong, both very determined to achieve your goals. Okay, I feel like you're both very much hard workers, but then you've also got this lovely sweet energy with Ceres, so there's also this lovely nurturing side to this connection. But here with Chiron is the wounded healer. So it may be that there has been some wounding in this connection. It may be the wounding that caused the ending, okay? Or it may be the ending that's helping to lead into this sense of healing, okay? Whatever these wounds are. Okay, let's get some more information though. Let's see what is honestly going on in this connection. What is honestly going on in this connection between you right now? Okay, so we have storm warning, victory. Okay. Strategy. Caring connections. Okay, I mean, this is lovely to see because I do feel you both genuinely care about each other. Even if you are split up right now, or even if you are going through something very deep and transformative, I do feel the genuine care is still there. Like, I feel like this does feel mutual to me, but I will, as I said, look at both you and them and get an idea of what's really going on. But yeah, it does feel like there is a level of sweetness here, but maybe this is also why things needed to end or to regenerate in some way, in order to bring in this kind of sweet, caring, loving, affectionate energy. And I'm really noticing the flowers here. See how she's holding this bouquet here? We've got this bouquet over here. So it may be that either your person has bought you flowers, or maybe you've bought them flowers, or this may be a signifier of the affection in your relationship. Okay, it feels like there is a level of romance here, even though we've got some of this sort of harder, more disciplined energy with the 10th house. I do feel like at the core of your connection, there is a sweetness here. There is this genuine energy between the two of you, like in terms of your hearts, in terms of you both being truly connected. I just had this vision of you hugging, but hugging facing each other, and then your hearts being so closely connected when you hug. So I really feel like there's something about hugging your person. So maybe you're both craving to hug each other, or this may be how your relationship evolves or it deepens together. Okay, this could also be that with Pluto here, this could represent the sexual connection that you share. If this is it could be very intense, okay, it could be very heated. I feel like there is this kind of intuitive knowing, like you just know each other very, very well, even if you haven't met many times, or maybe you've not met at all. For some of you, this could be online. All connections, of course, could be online. It depends on your connection, of course, but I feel like there is this level of intensity here. It's very strong, very, very strong. So it's like you just understand each other on this subconscious level. Okay, I don't feel like there's as much thinking really going on. It does feel more instinctual. It feels more like this pull, this magnetic pull, but it feels very, very deep. Very, very deep. Again, it's subconscious. So I feel like you actually mirror each other in terms of when you do think about each other. Like maybe, I don't know, you think about this person out of the blue and then they message you. Okay, and it's like you're both kind of on that vibe with each other. You both feel that quite intensely. You feel that kind of the hidden side of this. So maybe there is something secret about this connection as well, or it may just be that it's private, especially if it's early days. You both may be just deciding to keep this under your hats for now, because maybe you don't want to jinx it, okay, or you don't want the evil eye or other people like judging your connection or bringing it down or putting their negative energy onto it. So it could be that there is this level of protection also coming through here. Now we've got strategy, which I feel like is very much connected to that 10th house energy, okay, where there is this need to strategize and focus on career, focus on the tangible things, the practical things in your lives separately. Okay, I both feel like you're on the same path in that way. You're both wanting to achieve certain milestones, either within your career or within your finances. Okay, and obviously both of those can come together as well, but it feels like you both have this idea of what you're wanting for your future. You both have these long-term goals for your future, and not just relationships, but in terms of, again, finances, in terms of your career, in terms of climbing the ladder or reaching certain levels. Okay, I feel like you're both very determined, you're both very ambitious in this way. But with storm warning here being reversed, this is giving me tower energy, strong Aries. So again, there's a lot of fire here, there's a lot of intensity, and there could be even something that's shocking that happened. Maybe the way that you met was quite shocking, or something about your connection may even be shocking to other people, okay, or may catch certain people by surprise. So maybe you seem to be some sort of an unconventional coupling. But I feel like this is more about your souls entwining together. Okay, and it's not about the material. It's, even though of course there's material things coming through, these may be blocks, for example, but when you're actually together and you're just with each other, it's like the whole world stops. Nothing seems to matter when you're together. So that may also be why both of you feel like you need to either separate or spend some time away from each other so you can focus on these goals, because when you're together you don't get anything done. Now we've got victory as well, which is of course about success, achieving some level of success, which again I feel of course relates to this career energy, but this could also be about your connection. Like you both want to achieve something here, you both would like to take this to the next level, or you both would like this to be a success in some way. So again, this might be why there's a level of privacy, secrecy about this, because again, you're not wanting other people to cause doubts or worries or to put their negative energy onto this. So in order for it to be victorious, you may decide, you know what, we need to just keep things quiet, or maybe even going through the healing, maybe even the breakup. If there has been a breakup, you may decide that you need to keep it to yourselves for now, especially if this is like an on and off type of connection. You may feel like you don't want to share what's really going on right now. So now let's take a look at your person's feelings about the connection and then your feelings, okay? So what are your person's current feelings about your connection? What are your person's current feelings about your connection, group two? Group two. Okay, so we've got a leg up, and then here and now. Okay, so I feel like your person, they don't want to rush things at the moment, okay? I feel like they are somebody that's going with the flow. I feel like they want to take it day by day, okay? I feel like there is a part of them that's quite content, but I feel like there is some fear there as well. There's a fear of them maybe failing, okay? And it's like for your person, if they don't think something's going to work, or if they don't feel like they've got a chance at winning, they won't even try. So I feel like your person does want to try because they do see that this could be a winning connection in some way, and that you could be really good for each other. Now, they may actually be asking for some help. They may be asking for advice, somebody to help them when it comes to this. So this may be a friend, family member, could even be a mentor or a therapist. For some of you, they could even be a single parent, okay? Because there's like the baby polar bear with the mama polar bear. So yeah, it could be that that either they are a single parent or you may be a single parent as well. So it may be that this is something that they are strongly considering when it comes to your connection. Okay, they want to see whether this is something that could truly stand the test of time. So let's see, how are you feeling about the connection? Okay, and I only read this deck in the upright position. That's why I do flip them. Okay, so we've got co-create. Oh my goodness. And then we've got soulmates. Wow. Group two. So yeah, you really feel like this could be your soulmate, okay? Or somebody that you want to share your life with, somebody that you want to work with, to co-create with. Okay, so you may even have had thoughts about setting up a business together. Okay, that could be something you've discussed, or maybe just something that you've thought about. Okay, but I feel like in terms of the relationship as well, like you really want to give to this, as long as you feel like you're getting something back in return. I feel like, yeah, you want to see balance in this. You want to see reciprocity. And it feels like, yeah, you feel this person really has the key to your heart, which is truly very beautiful. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like you definitely feel incredibly strongly about this. And I mean, I do feel that that's mutual. Like, you both feel that intensity. You both feel incredibly strongly about this connection. Now, I feel like you definitely want to take this person seriously. Like, you see this as somebody that really you could be with forever. Okay. You could be with for a long time. Okay. Because you just feel comfortable with them. And again, look at the hugging as well. So I feel like you're really longing to hug this person. Like, not even in a sensual way, and maybe in a sensual way as well, but I feel like it's more kind of sweet, more kind of innocent, where you just want to like be each other's rock. Okay. And I feel like you want to help your person with whatever problems they're going through, and you want them to be able to support and help you with whatever you're going through at this time. Okay, so let's get some tarot on this as well for you. So how is your person feeling about you? How is your person feeling about you in the connection, group 2? How is your person currently feeling about you in the connection? So they do seem to be quite anxious about something here. They have a lot of nervous energy pent up within them here. Okay, I do feel like they may put a lot of pressure on themselves. Okay, King of Coins in reverse. It's hard because I do feel your person wants to remain quite independent. Okay, they may actually want to remain single at this time, even though they clearly care for you. They have a lot of strong feelings for you, but I do feel like this is them really wanting to focus on their money, wanting to focus maybe even on their health. So they may be exercising a lot at the moment, or again, they might be taking on a lot of extra hours at work. Okay, but it does feel like they are struggling in terms of giving their energy, giving their time to this connection. Because like I was saying as well, like if they don't feel like they're going to win, they may hold back. So they may have their reservations at whether this really can work out. I feel like they want it to work out though, group 2. I feel like they truly, in their heart of hearts, they want this to work. They do. But I feel like they think about the practical things a lot when it comes to this. They may even be quite materialistic. But let's see, what are your current feelings for your person and the relationship or connection as a whole? How are you feeling about the connection in them as a whole? So, yeah, you may feel like things are moving quite slowly, or they may be moving backwards in some way. Okay, Justice card. Yeah, and you don't feel like things are very balanced here between the two of you. Oh, and there is this loss. There is some pain. I do feel like you may be kept up at night thinking about them. Like you feel rejected by them. Okay, you don't feel like they've been very fair to you either. So you may feel like they've not given you a fair chance or a fair shot at this connection. So they may have prematurely ended this, okay? Or they may have ended this in quite a painful way. Or even if they haven't ended it, they may just not be able to give you what you're really wanting and needing from them at this time, okay? And it's like you're seeing that there is this injustice and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right, which is hard. It really is hard. So I feel for what you're going through right now, group 2, because again, I feel like you truly care about this person. You truly care, not just about them being with you, but I feel like you really care about their well-being. I feel like you have this very sweet, nurturing side to you, where you love them unconditionally, or you care for them unconditionally, even if they're not treating you in the best way right now. You may be able to empathize with them quite well, where you're like, I can see that they're going through a lot. They're going through a lot of struggle, so I understand why they're behaving this way. But at the same time, you still feel like it's not quite fair. Okay, so again, you may feel like you're giving more to this than they've been giving. So I just want to see, what are your current thoughts and feelings about them with the message cards here? What are your current thoughts and feelings about them? Oh, I want to be more than friends. So it may be that that's where things stand right now. You may be in more of a friendship, could be friends with benefits as well, or a situationship, maybe the most apt description of this. But yeah, I feel like you definitely want to elevate the connection. I want you. It's interesting, we've got I want here. So yeah, you definitely want this person. There's a strong desire you have for this person. I do feel like it's a physical desire, but I do feel like it's also this intrinsic longing, okay, within you, this emotional desire to be with them. But then we've got, I regret lying to you. So you may have lied to this person about something and you now have regrets about that, or it may be more of a deception feeling. So maybe you held back certain things from your person and you regret that now. But let's see, what are your person's current thoughts and feelings about you and the connection? Group 2, what are your person's current thoughts and feelings about the connection? Okay, it's time for me to heal now, which is very interesting as well with that Chiron. So yeah, your person is definitely going through healing. They may even be releasing some form of addiction. They may be trying to clean up their life in some way. So this may be as well about their finances. They may be a gambler or a frivolous spender. But it feels like they're trying to be more responsible in some way. Now we've got, we will be together again. Okay, so your person doesn't believe that it's over. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So whether or not it was you that ended it or them, they still struggled with the ending here to be able to let this go. So if you're wondering whether they found it easy to let go or walk away, I definitely don't feel like they did. Okay, I feel like they do. I feel like they do still very much long for you, okay? They have that magnetic pull, okay? There's that magnetism with Scorpio, with Pluto that's coming through here, which again, it's hard to really explain in words. It's just that feeling, okay? Maybe they're the first person you think of when you wake up and the last person you think of at night, okay? It's reciprocal in that way. You both truly want each other, but I do feel your person may be more focused on their practical things right now, so it may be that they're trying to focus on this healing, okay? Trying to let go of pain. For some of you, they may have even gone through a death in the family, okay? Or they've gone through another split or some other ending in their life that they needed to heal from first, okay? But I do feel that they plan on coming back to you here, okay? So they don't believe that it's over. It feels more like it's on a break, certainly on your person's side. And obviously on your side, it seems like you do want this as well, just as much as they do. But I feel like you are willing to do more for this, okay? Because even though you have your own things going on, your own responsibilities and things you want to achieve in your life, but you're willing to fit this person into your life as well. Whereas this person seems a little bit more selfish, a little bit more focused on what they want and need outside of the connection at this moment, okay? But the love is very much still there. So let's get some message cards, some romance angels about this connection as a whole now, collectively to finish, okay? What is honestly going on in this connection? What is honestly going on in this connection? Okay, we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So this may be a brand new connection. Okay, maybe you've only just met each other, or maybe you've only met each other a couple of times, or it could even be renewed love, for example. Okay, you both may be feeling something new about this, okay, which would make sense as well with the Pluto. It could be, like I said, renewed energy. Something comes to an end so that something new can begin. Okay, I definitely feel like you've both stirred romantic feelings within each other. And then separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So that does make sense, obviously, with everything else that's come through. It does feel like there is a distance between you, that you are either not speaking right now or you're not seeing each other very regularly. It does feel like, it does feel like there's been an ending here. And we've got playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. So yeah, I do feel like there was a lot of playfulness here. And again, it may have started off as some form of friendship that's kind of moved into romantic territory. Okay, I just feel like you also both understand each other's sense of humor. Like you both really get each other. You both find each other very funny. Scorpio as a sign itself can be quite funny. A lot of comedians have Scorpio placements within their charts. So yeah, I do feel like there's something about you both that is quite funny. Like you both enjoy each other. You're both quite playful. You both may play practical jokes on each other or send each other videos or reels that you'll both find funny. Or maybe you've both got a very dry sense of humor. I don't know. Whatever it is, it feels like you both connect very well together in that way. And then we've got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So it may be that this has been part of the problem here in terms of the separation. It may be that one of you or both of you needed to focus on your family, your responsibilities, instead of putting that time and attention into the connection. But I do also feel like there is this element of healing that will help the two of you to deal with family. Okay, so it's like you coming together will actually help heal these old wounds that you both may have experienced separately in your own family lives and upbringings. Okay, so it's like you've been brought together to help heal these parts of each other, which I do feel like is very special, very, very special. So I do feel like I sense that you will come back together at some point, but it does feel like you may be more ready and more prepared to give to this at the moment than your person is right now. But as it says here, we will be together again. So they do believe wholeheartedly that you will come together again and make it work. But at the moment, it just seems like their priorities are elsewhere at this moment, okay? So I really do hope that this resonates with you, group 2. If it does, please comment a red heart emoji or anything else that you wish to share with us today. But also liking the video, subscribing shows your energetic support. So thank you so much in advance. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or to check out any of the other services I provide, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, group 3. So let's take a look at what is honestly going on in this connection. Okay, so I'm going to look at the overview of your connection first, and then I will look at you and your person's feelings individually. Okay, so what is honestly going on in this connection? What is honestly going on in this connection? Vesta. Okay, what is going on in this connection, group 3? What is going on? 12th house. Okay, we've got strong Pisces energy coming through here, strong Leo as well, I'm picking up on. Then we've got transits, Sagittarius energy. And then Taurus. Okay, so group number 3, I nearly said number 2, group number 3. What's going on? Now, this could be a long distance connection, hence the transits. So it could be that there's a lot of travel involved here, but it could be one of you or both of you travels a lot for work. That could be what also comes through, all for pleasure, of course. Now, I do feel that there's a lot of sensitivity here in your connection with this Pisces 12th house. Now, this is all about the subconscious, the spiritual, the metaphysical. So I do feel that this is a spiritual connection that you share, okay? It is something that's very powerful. I also feel like you may dream about each other, okay? Or you definitely spend a lot of time fantasizing about being together, about being intimate perhaps, or just spending time, being together in your own minds. So, which would kind of make sense with the transit, with the movement here, especially if there is long distance. It may be that there's able to be some fantasy here because of the space. For some of you, that you could have some photos or videos that you share together. So these may be things that help bond you, or things that you both focus on. You both may spend time watching your videos or looking at photos together, or maybe even each other's social media. Okay, you may maybe this is how you met, okay, through social media or through traveling, or maybe this is how your connection has evolved in some way. We've got a lot of 5s here coming through, which you may be seeing in synchronicity. But I do feel there's something kind of rebellious about this connection. It may be that it took you both by surprise. You may not have been expecting it as and when you did meet. It may have been, quite shocking in some way. But it's like you intuitively feel drawn to each other. Okay, so it's like, I don't know, the energy of being in the right place at the right time. So it feels like the way that this all came about was very spiritual in that way. Like you both feel in some way that you were drawn together, but in a subconscious way. Like you weren't necessarily thinking, like, this doesn't feel like dating apps or something to me. Now, obviously for some of you it could be, but it just doesn't feel like that, where it's more contrived, where you are seeking out to find a connection. It feels very much like it's something, like you were doing something else, you were focused on something else, and then you came across this person, or they came across you. And yeah, this is where I feel like you both took each other by surprise. Now, I do feel like there's a lot of intensity here, a lot of passion. I feel certainly your person is highly attracted to you, very much in a physical way. And I feel like you feel attracted to them as well in a physical way, but I feel like almost your person has the edge in that way. Like they feel maybe a little bit more attracted to you than you do to them. Now, this may be because of what's actually unfolded in your connection as to why, but I also feel like your person may be keeping their feelings to themselves, okay? They may be holding back from expressing their true passion for you. But I feel like as well, like there's a part of you that really wants to progress and move this relationship further forwards. And you may be quite fixated on them at this time, okay? You may be struggling to get them off of your mind. And again, even in your dreams, you may be like in your waking hours, be spending time trying not to think about them, being distracted, focusing on other things, and then they pop up in your dreams and you're like, why? Please go away. I'm trying so hard to forget. Okay, so for some of you, it could be that your dreams are plaguing you at times. Now, this could also be some kind of financial connection with Taurus. Taurus is represented by Venus, which is the planet of love, but it's also the planet of what we desire, life's pleasures, which money certainly comes into that. Also possessions in some way. So it may be that one of you or the other, maybe your love languages is gifts. So maybe you've bought them gifts in the past, or they bought you gifts, or maybe this is something you're thinking about. Could even be somebody's birthday coming up or just past. But let's see. What is honestly going on in this connection right now? Group number 3. What's honestly going on in this connection? Okay, so we have caring connections in reverse. Cornucopia. I do feel like there's a lot of suffering coming through here. I feel like you're both really struggling with this connection. Okay, struggling. And then contract. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of lack here, or it feels like there's a lack in this connection. Something doesn't seem to be quite adding up here between the two of you. And I get the sense you may feel like your person isn't, maybe that they don't care. You may feel like they don't care about you, that they don't show you that they care. But I do feel deep down that they do care, that they do have a lot of passion for you, okay? And I do feel they do have emotion for you as well, if that's something you were wondering. But I feel like your person is quite defeatist, okay? That's the energy I get. Like they're quite like, oh, this will never work out, or why doesn't it ever work out for me? They may at times even play the victim about this, okay? But they're not always able to see what it is that they're doing that could maybe be causing the demise of this connection. Now, there could be some Delulu energy coming through on both sides here. So just, we've got to hold ourselves accountable too sometimes, all the time really. Self-awareness is truly key. Delulu energy can be great in terms of manifesting. It's great to visualize what it is you want for your future, maybe even what it is you want out of this partnership. But you also have to be grounded in reality at times too, to see the clarity about this connection, to see the truth of this connection, to see what's really happening in the 3D world. No, it's not fun, of course, but it's real. It's raw. Now, with contract here, this can be a very positive relationship signifier, okay? So this could be that you are actually in a relationship at this time. You could be committed, you could be engaged, you could be getting married, or are married rather. You could be living together with this person, okay? But for those of you, obviously, if that does not apply, I feel like this could be where it's headed. It could be headed to a committed relationship place, okay? Because this can signify that, as well as with the Taurus energy, because Venus rules Libra and Taurus. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's a lot of strong romantic feelings within this connection. And I do feel that that is reciprocated, even if there may not be the verbal reciprocation or the practical reciprocation. I do feel the romantic, the emotional reciprocation is there, okay? Even if, say, your person isn't expressing it, I do feel that they feel it ultimately. So there is quite a nice balance in that respect, okay? So I'm now going to look at your person's current feelings and thoughts about you, and then your current feelings and thoughts about them, okay? So what are your person's current feelings and thoughts about you? Interesting. We've got to be fair, which is very similar to this card here, okay? We've both got the energy of contracts here. So it could even be contracts has some sort of connection in your relationship. Could be a work connection. That could be how you met. You could have met through some kind of legal matters. Maybe one of you or both of you is going through legal matters. But again, it may be that you are both wanting this to be a proper relationship or to end up in marriage potentially in the future. And then we've got come to the edge. So yeah, I feel like your person is very afraid, okay? They are driven by their fear in a lot of ways. So it's like there's a part of them that's running away, but then they're always looking back. They keep looking back at you. They keep looking back at this connection. They don't seem to be done here. So even if this has come to an end recently, or it appears that your person isn't interested, they definitely are. But I would understand why you may be confused, because they seem to be flip-flopping between running away, but then pulling back, okay? This person may have an avoidant attachment style. But let's see, what are your current feelings towards them? Here and now. And then imagine. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Again, we've got a lot of this dreaminess coming through here, a lot of this fantasy. So yeah, I really do feel like you are strongly fantasizing about your person. And I do feel they fantasize about you as well, okay? I do feel that that's equal on both sides. But I feel like you're definitely more go with the flow at the moment when it comes to this person, when it comes to this connection. Okay, I feel like you are wanting to take each day as it comes and not get overly invested in it unless you're seeing that investment from this person. That's why I feel like as well everything seems to be quite balanced and equal, because you're not going to overgive to this. Like if you notice your person is pulling away, you will also pull back as well. You're not going to move forward to try and bridge the gap. It's like you will take that space as and when you feel you need to. And I feel like this is like the Pisces energy, the two fish swimming in circles. And it's like you're choosing the path of least resistance. So if you feel like your person is resisting, you're not going to try to fight for them, okay? It's like you have this sense of pride and dignity, I feel like, and you're not going to allow somebody to make you feel less than. Because it may be at times you've questioned your self-worth in previous connections, or maybe even in this connection at some point or another. But it feels like at this moment, you're strongly valuing yourself. You're valuing your time. You know how amazing you really are, and you know what you deserve. So I feel like you're not willing to actually play ball with this person unless they're willing to really give something to you in return. So I feel like this may be you waiting. You may be waiting for them to make a move, waiting for them to say something, to reach out. But in the meantime, it seems like you're in this place of escapism, okay? So again, you may be fantasizing about them, dreaming about them, but you may also be focused on your own creative projects, okay? Or focused on meditation, okay? Finding some peace within the situation. You may even be using your feelings for this connection or this person as a way to create some kind of art, okay? But escapism tendencies can come in all forms, okay? And sometimes, they can be very healthy and sometimes not. So for some of you, you may feel drawn more to the unhealthy escapism tendencies like drugs and alcohol, or, overly fantasizing limerence as well, which is, over fantasizing about a connection because the reality isn't where you quite want it to be at this moment. So yeah, you may have some limerent tendencies at times. But again, it's like a form of self-protection, and it's a way of you not necessarily always having to deal with what's happening in the here and now. Even though I do feel like you're coming across as very grounded, very secure, like you're in charge. You're in charge in some way. You're in charge of your life. You know that you're in charge of your decisions, and you know that you can't control this person. You can only control what how you react to them and what you do moving forwards. Okay, so let's just get some more information here. How are you currently feeling about your person? How are you currently feeling about your person and the connection? Okay, Queen of Cups. Yeah, you definitely have a lot of feelings for them. I feel like you're in love with them. I feel like, yeah, you really want to be with this person. Okay, and I feel like this is you wanting to ignite something. Wow. Again, so much intensity. We've got the Aries Tower here. So I feel like you may be thinking about initiating something with them. You may be thinking about reaching out to them, sparking something up, making a plan here. But it may be as well you're waiting. Okay, Queen of Cups is more passive and feminine in energy. So I feel like this may be you thinking, you know what? I would like to move things forwards, but I need them to do it first. Or, you know, maybe that's what's fair. If you were the last person to reach out or to make a plan, I feel like you definitely want more. Okay, and there's something quite shocking here with the Tower, something that seems unexpected. So again, it may be you weren't expecting to feel this way about this person. Maybe it's not convenient in some way at this moment in time. I'm also seeing pets here. I'm seeing these really cute little bunnies. So I don't know if you have pets. Maybe you're trying to focus on pets or focusing on, you know, nature and feeling quite grounded. But there is this part of you that gets fired up here. Okay, so you may have a bit of a short temper, a short fuse. Like you may be sort of quick to anger, but then it dissipates just as quickly. Okay, so you may be feeling a little bit of tension when it comes to this person, depending on how they've been acting. Because even this Queen of Cups, she kind of, to me today, is looking quite sad. You know, there's a sadness here, and I feel like that it's because there's this longing. You're longing for something to pick back up again. You're longing for that, for an action plan to take place here. Okay, and I feel like it's causing you a lot of frustration, hence why I feel like you're dipping into these escapism tendencies right now. But how is your person currently feeling about you? How is your person feeling about you and the connection? Oh, we had one fly out here. We've got, whoa, 10 of Cups. We've got the Sun card. So your person is not happy at all. Not happy with how things are. There's a lot of suffering coming through here. A lot of suffering, yeah. So at the moment they see things as being on some kind of a break. So, and that's the thing, it feels more like a break than a breakup. So yeah, if you're not speaking right now or you're not actively seeing each other in some way, I do feel like they see it as a break. They don't see it as the end. Okay, but I also feel like they're very discontent emotionally. Like they don't feel happy with how things really are with you. Now, there could be children involved here. Could be children. It could even be about being on the same page as having children in the future. So they may feel like maybe you don't want children and they do. Okay, or maybe they don't want children but you do. So that could be another reason as to why all of this childlike energy is coming through here. May even be as well that your person is younger than you. So they may be at a different phase of life. They may not be ready or prepared for something long term or something committed or something for the future. Okay, but they're definitely not happy. And I feel like it's not just about the connection. I just feel like in their whole lives right now, they're just not happy. They feel like they're lacking in some way. They definitely got a lack mentality rather than an abundant mentality. Whereas I feel like you have more of an abundant mindset. Okay, I know that you still may be feeling a bit sad, a bit lost at times, but I feel like maybe even you being able to fantasize, you being able to get into your Delulu energy can help you to get out of that state of lack. Okay, whereas your person, I feel like even though they can themselves be Delulu, I feel like they go into quite a negative place and they may even have negative delusions about things, and it's like they put up roadblocks where there aren't any. Okay, but yeah, they're not happy. They don't feel fulfilled at this moment. Now, if they are in another connection, if this is third party energy, of course, just forget this if this isn't the case for you. But if they are in a third party, they're not happy in that third party energy at all. Okay, they're not happy with their life as a whole. So your person is quite unhappy, I would say. Okay, they're not like this carefree, happy-go-lucky person. Even if they may put that across, it does feel like there's a lot of heavy energy here weighing them down. Okay, I do feel like they're very, very sensitive. They may have a lot of water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So I feel like they can definitely get swept away with their emotions, and they're less logical about this for sure. So let's see, what are your most recent thoughts and feelings about your person? I want you. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised to see that. You definitely do want this person, and I feel like that this is what kind of makes you feel sad. And ow, that's really weird. I just got this stabbing pain in like the side of my pinky finger. Really weird. Like it just came on all of a sudden, like an electric shock almost. So I don't know whether you have pains in your hands or your fingers. Someone might have some arthritis potentially, but it could be like an electric shock. So I'm getting pains all the way through my hand now. It's just like, but like these sharp, stinging pains. So maybe it does feel like a sting, that kind of sting of not being together. Like it really like knocks the wind out of you in some way, because you really, really want this person. I wish things could be different. Yeah, I mean, then that makes sense. Of course, you wanting them and you're not feeling like you have them right now. So naturally, you're wishing that things could be different. And then we both know I'm not the one for you, which I do think is a little bit contradictory to what else has come through. But this may be where you are. You may be feeling strongly that you want them, but you may be wondering whether you are right for them or whether they are right for you. And I feel like you're right to question this, Group 3, especially with where the relationship stands. I think it's a healthy mindset to have. It's natural to question things, especially with all that Libra energy. It reminds me of one of my friends. She has a Libra moon, and she's really great at being able to look at things in a black and white way, okay? And not to say that that's always the right and best way of doing things, but say for me, for example, I've got a Scorpio moon, which is, for any of you who have a Scorpio moon, you know how intense it is and how hard it is to see through the emotions sometimes and the depth of the emotions that come with it. And so my friend with the Libra moon can really help balance me out sometimes, okay? Makes me look at the logical things, makes me look at things in a very fair and balanced way, okay? And I feel like when it comes to this connection, you're able to do that as well. You're able to try and see things, you know what? Even though I may feel as strongly as I do, it may not be something that can truly work out. Even though I wish things would be different, I really want you, I'm not sure whether we are truly right for each other. But this may also be some old insecurities that come up. And again, this can happen when you get into relationships or you start dating somebody new. Say, for example, you were single for a long time and then you start dating somebody. All of these old wounds can start to reappear, where you start thinking, wow, am I actually good enough? Why do they want me? Or will they like me even with all of my baggage or all of my wounds, So it may be that there's a little bit of self-sabotage that comes through at times on your part, okay? But let's get some more information here. What are your person's most recent thoughts and feelings about you? What are their most recent thoughts and feelings about you? I look for you everywhere, okay? Which does make sense, especially with that come to the edge energy. It seems like, yeah, they are keeping an eye out for you. They are looking for you, whether that's in person, whether you live locally to each other or you work together, or, if they know the places that you frequent regularly, they are looking. But this could also be through social media. They're always watching you. They're always keeping an eye out for you. Wow, I love you. That's the first time that's come out today. So, yeah, if you are wondering whether your person truly cares, whether they love you, they definitely do, okay? They really do love you. I'm becoming a better person. So, yeah, your person is definitely trying to work on themselves at this moment, okay? They feel like they need to be better. So you may be mirroring each other in the sense of maybe you both want to be better for each other. Okay, so like I said, your person may be working through some form of addictions, or they're trying to go through some kind of transformation. Okay, they do feel like they need to be a better person. Maybe they see you as somebody that's better than them, or that maybe they think that you're a nicer person, a kinder person, or that you're more genuine, or you have more integrity, or I don't know, it feels like this is about them truly on the inside rather than, say, the things that they own or things that they buy, rather than being in a materialistic mindset, but more so in that sense of, they want to be better, they want to do better, they want to do the right thing with a sense of integrity, which they definitely see you possessing. Okay, and I feel like they feel like they need to be better for you. So this may be as well why they are holding back. Okay, because clearly they do love you, they care about you very deeply, but they feel like that maybe they need to do better before you can actually be together as a couple. Okay, or in order to evolve your connection to the next level. So I'm just going to look collectively once more, just as a whole, what's going on honestly in this connection. What is honestly going on in this connection, group 3? What is honestly going on? Okay, so we've got deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. I do feel like this is both of you. I feel like you're both keeping how you really feel about each other to yourselves. Okay, I feel like neither of you are truly opening up to each other. And I feel like your person is holding back because they don't feel like they're good enough for you. And I feel like you're holding back because you don't really know how they feel. Like they're not expressing that to you. So you don't want to be vulnerable and lay your heart out on the line unless you feel like they're receptive to it or they're going to give something back. Okay, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. So I do feel like you both feel this same way. Like you both think that this could be the one. I feel like neither of you are 100% sure. Like you're both sure that you care about each other. You're both sure that you're attracted to each other. But I feel like you are both questioning whether this is the one, whether each other is the one for the long term. Okay. And then we've got passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So I'm not surprised to see that. There's definitely been a lot of passion, which again is very mutual. You both are highly physically attracted to each other. Okay, but as well, you are attracted to each other on an emotional level. You may have like Moon trine Moon in your synastry, or Mars trine Mars, or Venus trine Mars, Moon trine Venus. And then we've got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious and spiritual upbringing. So, this may be that you're both seeing spiritual signs about each other. Now, it could be that you also have differences in your beliefs. One of you could be very religious. One of you could be spiritual. One of you could be agnostic. One of you could be atheist. Okay, there could be some differences in your belief systems, which also creates a bit of a barrier at times between you. But I do feel like there's also this level of influence here, because it says your love life is influenced by religious factors. So I do feel that you're both influenced by your beliefs when it comes to this connection. But also it's like your person's intrinsic beliefs that they're not good enough. That is, of course, influencing the connection. But I feel like you're definitely, I would say, more on the spiritual side. Okay, you may be religious as well, but I feel like you're definitely somebody that's much more open to the spiritual side of things. Whereas your person may be a little bit more unsure, a little bit ambiguous about things. I feel like they're definitely somebody that is open to spirituality or open to differences in their beliefs, but they're not totally sure. So I feel like this is also what potentially causes a bit of a rift between you at times, okay? But you both really feel like you could potentially be together and that you could potentially have met the romantic partner that you seek. You both feel mutually attracted to each other. I mean, there's definitely love here, certainly on your person's side. I mean, it may be more... Actually, no, I feel like it's both. Remember that Queen of Cups? I feel like you are in love with this person and I feel like they are in love with you. So you're both in love with each other. But you're both struggling to get on the same page as one another right now. But it's certainly not off the back of there not being enough care or love. I feel like it's these other factors that are coming into play here. So this is what I see for you, group number 3. I really do hope it resonates with you. If it does, please comment a pink emoji, any of your choice, or anything else you'd like to share with us today. And just by subscribing or liking the video also shows your energetic support. So thank you so much in advance. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or to check out any of the other services I provide, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.